I know who did it. It's someone in this room.
Danny? Danny, how could you possibly say Danny?
I told you I'm not answering any questions
we
at
were
the
having
beacon.
this conversation way before we got
I'm
here.
just as freaked out by all this as you are. It's a lot. Why don't we just take tonight off and just get away from all this? I'm starving. Do you want to grab something to eat?
You can't be serious, Dylan. You just accused Danny of murder. Murder? You think Danny can just take the night off, grab some food, and think about it in the morning? You just ruined his life.
I didn't think you would be this upset.
What did you think would happen? Did you even think about this at all?
Of course I thought about it.
Well, clearly not enough. If you think Danny killed Gemma.
You think I'm falsifying my findings?
I texted Danny. I'm going over there. He needs a friend.
Alana, don't. Danny is a suspected murderer. You can't just waltz in there alone. He could be dangerous. Let me go with you.
You're the last person Danny would want to see. But I guess if your theory is true, then you guys have a lot in common. You both love stabbing people in the back.
I killed Gemma. Gemma, I killed her. Gemma. No.
That's quite enough for tonight.
Don't do this, please.
What are you doing here?
Danny texted me. What's your excuse?
Danny! Danny, are you okay?
Does this look okay to you?
Danny, you're gonna get through this. Danny, we're gonna get through this together.
Here to accuse someone else of murder?
Reminder that I can't be accused. I wasn't there.
I wouldn't count on it. Sound logic really isn't her priority.
Did I really kill Gemma?
Well, you found her body in your room and her blood was on your hands.
You're kidding. That's all you have?
Danny, what do you remember from that night?
I was there. I was there with Lola.
Well, go ahead and cross me off your suspect list. I was downstairs with everyone all night. At one point, you were the only one gone.
There's just something missing in my head. I mean, I remember finding her in my room and the blood, but it doesn't mean that I killed her. I didn't kill her. Oh, God.
I don't know if this helps or hurts, but we found drugs on you that night. You might not have known what you were doing. I'm sorry, man.
Danny, I want you to know that
Welcome back to Good Morning BHC. I'm Alana Evans. As students return for finals, we hope that everyone had a restful Thanksgiving break. Yesterday marked the start of Hanukkah, so happy Hanukkah to all of those who celebrate it. BHC Hillel will be hosting a variety of events, so keep an eye out on their website for updates. In other news, KHC authorities are still investigating the murder of Gemma Ross. She was found dead at a KDO fraternity party last month. Ms. Ross's cell phone has still not been discovered, so if you've seen or heard anything, please step forward. If you have any information, please notify the BHC tip line. I'm now going to pass it over to Kelly about new vegan options in the dining hall.
And cut.
hey, good job up there.
Thanks.
Can we talk?
There's nothing to talk about.
That's not true and you know it.
What is there to say? You told everyone that Danny's a killer, and I know he's not.
You don't know that.
Yes, I do. And I think deep down you know that too. You know, when we first met, someone told me not to trust you. And I think they were right.
Thought we said 7:30.
Right, and I'm barely 3 minutes late. What's going on?
Here, do you have the drugs?
I have them. I'm just not really sure I should give them to you.
Look, we had a deal. Nothing's changed. I'm fine.
Are you?
Look, you're the one that needs the money.
Yeah, but not like this. Not at another person's expense.
You don't need to worry.
My coach said I could lose my scholarship. I think Gemma told him I'm dealing.
Gemma? You think that Gemma?
I shouldn't have mentioned it.
Here. But be careful. Seriously.
Hey,
I'm working.
I need your help.
Can it wait?
It's about Danny. Well, Gemma. It's about both of them, really.
What about them?
You and I both know that Dylan is lying. There's no way that Danny killed Gemma.
There's no way to prove that he didn't.
But there's no way to prove that he did. I mean, whatever happened to innocent until proven guilty?
I mean, he is a frat guy. Bad things tend to happen in frats.
Danny's different, and you know that. Look, I know you saved him at that party when he was gonna OD. Danny's hurting, and I don't really know what's going on, but I think anyone can see that.
Look, I don't even really know the guy.
You know enough. I mean, don't you have the smallest inkling that something is wrong?
So what if it is?
So then we find the person who killed Gemma. Whoever did this does not deserve to get away with it, and Danny does not deserve to go down for someone else's crimes. And I think beneath that cold, hard, sarcastic exterior of yours, you know that. Look, Jude, you're the only person smart enough to figure this out. I need your help.
Fine.
Really? Oh my God, thank you.
So where do we start?
Sorry, I didn't mean to scare you.
No worries, I've just been looking for evidence.
Are you still looking through case files, yeah?
Yeah. What are you doing here? I didn't expect to see you.
Just wanted to check in and make sure you were doing okay with, everything that's going on.
I don't even know anymore.
You don't know?
I mean, it makes sense Danny did it. Danny's the killer.
Makes perfect sense.
He found Gemma in his room, and it was a strategic decision to tell people when he discovered the body to deflect the blame.
That's a good point.
But am I taking it too far?
No. Not at all.
I wouldn't want to implicate the wrong person. Not only would it ruin Danny's life, but also my credibility as a journalist.
I know things are stressful right now, but you're doing everything right. You're so smart, Dylan. You're like the smartest person I know.
Thanks for saying that. This whole thing is just awful.
I know. Can't believe she's gone.
Poor Gemma.
She hadn't been so drunk that night, maybe she'd still be here.
What?
I just mean when drugs and alcohol get involved, things tend to go wrong. Look at Danny.
That's true. He's been on a downward spiral. And he doesn't even remember everything that happened that night. He has no alibi.
Looks like you have your answer.
Do you have them?
People are worried about you, Nell. No one's seen you for days.
You didn't tell anyone where it was, did you? Well, do you have them?
I have them.
Well, come on, give them to me.
Danny, I don't think we should keep doing this.
Right. You want more money? Of course. Fine. How much?
I can't give you any more. You're spiraling out of control.
Since when is that your concern? You've made it very clear that you just want my money. Especially now more than ever if you're about to lose your scholarship. Because you think you might have made a murderer?
That's not.
Just give me the drugs.
No.
You're not responsible for what I do or for what happens to me. Let's just be done with this, okay?
You need to stop. You're going to hurt
I don't
yourself.
care. I don't care what happens to me. I just want to forget. I want it to stop.
You want what to stop, Danny?
Just give me the drugs.
I can't.
Fine, if you won't take my money, I'll find someone who will. It's PhD, it shouldn't be too hard.
This is useless. I can't find anything.
Why are you upset? There's nothing to convict Danny.
But there's nothing to acquit him either.
You really still think he didn't do it?
Danny is not a killer. He's one of the kindest, sweetest people I've ever met. And besides, he's only met Gemma like once or twice. He would never do something like that.
I hate to break it to you, but you never really know what your friends are capable of.
Sounds like you have personal experience with that. Listen, Jude, I know we're not super close, but I'm always here to talk. You can't just push down your feelings all the time. It's not healthy. I went through all of that with Danny. Who is it for you?
My best friend, Sam. We grew up together. He was way more outgoing than I was. But it was always the two of us. And when we got to college, it was inevitable that he'd drag me out to parties. I was convinced it was my job to watch over him. He agreed to any kind of drink or drug or anything.
Was convinced. What happened?
We got into a fight over something stupid, I don't even know what. But I was mad at him, and I didn't go to the party his frat was throwing. He overdosed. And I wasn't there to check on him. And he died. Sorry, it's just... This is the first time I've told someone what happened.
No, don't apologize, Jude. I'm so sorry.
There's nothing I can do about it now.
I can't even begin to imagine how I would feel if that happened to Danny.
You might have to.
You don't mean that.
It's obvious Danny isn't over his head. I know what can happen when people are under the influence. And Danny's so far gone that, honestly, I think he could have killed Gemma that night. And regardless of if we find evidence or it turns out Dylan was wrong, I want enough evidence to convince Danny into getting the help he needs. It's the only way to make sure no one else gets hurt. Him included.
You're right.
I know.
Jude, thanks for telling me about Sam. That couldn't have been easy.
Thank me by making sure Danny doesn't end up like him.
Hey, I thought you could use a pick-me-up.
What?
Extra sugar?
Oh, thanks.
You alright? Did you find something new?
I I can't help but think I'm missing something. What do you think?
I think you could have found a better picture of me. I think all your evidence adds up, Dylan. Danny was missing at the time of the murder. He had blood all over him, and he doesn't remember what happened. If he looks that guilty, he probably is. Which is why I don't understand why you haven't called the tip line and told them it was Danny.
I don't know. I just don't want to call until I'm 100% sure. It's just this feeling.
I wouldn't stress about it. You've done great investigative work. The clear suspect is Danny.
But why would Danny kill Gemma? What was his motive? I would do anything to know exactly what happened that night.
Maybe that last vodka cranberry was a mistake. Because, Kip, I think I'm a little drunk right now.
Yeah, no, you are. Let's just wait up here a little bit till you sober up, okay? Your residents need you at your best.
You take such good care of me. Look at us. Who would have thought? Wait. Kip. No, we're just friends.
We've been friends since we were 6. Don't you want to see if we're better as more than that?
No, we wouldn't be. And anyways, I could never be happy with someone like you.
Someone like me? What?
I know what you did. You paid your way into BHC.
Well, it's a bit of a pot kettle situation, isn't it, Jem?
No, it isn't. I came clean. I am actively trying to learn from my mistakes and make a difference. And you are doing exactly what I have been trying to prevent from happening all over again. And I'm not gonna let that stand.
What are you gonna do, Jem? You're not exactly a beacon of credibility around here.
I have evidence. And once the Beacon publishes, it'll be out of my hands.
No, you're not. You're not ruining this for me.
I wouldn't be ruining anything if you would have just applied fairly. I'm doing this, Kip.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. Let me go.
You're staying here, Gemma.